NASA will livestream the launch Friday night of Crew 10, which will in part replace the Starliner astronauts at the International Space Station. Coverage will resume when the mission docks Saturday. Four astronauts preparing for a routine mission that sets the stage for the Boeing Starliner crew to depart from the International Space Station could potentially get off the ground Friday night from Florida. A mission known as Crew 10, jointly operated by NASA and SpaceX, was called off Wednesday night less than an hour before it was due to launch. The delay, prompted by an issue with the launch pad's ground system, further hindered the return of the two NASA astronauts who in June flew to the space station aboard the troubled Starliner. Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams have for more than 9 months anticipated the arrival of the Crew 10 team, who will replace the outgoing Crew 9 astronauts for a routine stint doing science and maintenance at the orbital laboratory. Wilmore and Williams were integrated with the Crew 9 mission in September under a plan NASA laid out months ago. The routine science rotation missions under the Crew program typically last 6 months, but the outgoing astronauts must await the arrival of their Crew 10 successors before they can board a SpaceX Dragon and head home. Here's how to watch the launch of the Crew 10 mission, which will play a pivotal role in setting the stage for the Starliner astronauts to come home. Crew 10 could next attempt to launch no earlier than 7:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Friday, according to NASA. Liftoff would take place at the U.S. Space Agency's historic launch complex 39A at the Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral. The astronauts will be aboard a SpaceX Dragon capsule launching atop a Falcon 9 rocket, which will propel the spacecraft into orbit before separating. The Crew 10 mission, which, as the name suggests, is SpaceX's 10th science rotation mission to the International Space Station, includes 4 international astronauts who will live and work at the outpost for about 6 months. Had the Crew 10 mission got off the ground on schedule, Wilmore and Williams would likely have returned Sunday, March 16th with Crew 9 on a Dragon that arrived in September with 2 seats reserved for them. But the 2-day delay of the launch also means the Starliner saga is another few days from ending. Once the Crew 10 spacefarers reach the space station potentially Saturday night, Ayers, McLean, Onishi, and Peskov will spend a few days becoming familiarized with their new home and the work taking place. That handover period is a crucial step in the transition process at the orbiting laboratory when one group of astronauts arrives to replace another, according to NASA. That means Starliner astronauts Wilmore and Williams, who have been at the space station for more than 9 months, will join Crew 9 astronauts Nick Hague and Alexander Gorbunov to depart no earlier than Wednesday, March 19th, for a splashdown landing off the Florida coast.